Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Nelson, physical therapist, checking in. My whole aim is to bring the sports world to the world of anatomy and fuse them together and educate you a little bit more about these athletes, their injuries, and what it entails. So today, I'll be talking about Jalen Brunson of the New York Knickerbockers, also known as the New York Knicks. So last night, the New York Knicks were facing the LA Lakers with LeBron and Luka. Jalen Brunson, towards the end of the game, he was going up to make a play on the basketball. And coming down, he landed on one of the LA Lakers' feet or foot. And he rolled his ankle in doing so. And this clip shows it. It's a bad ankle roll. It's rolled so bad that it's 90 degrees, literally 90 degrees. And reports state that there was no fracture. So x-rays, immediately after, you can get an x-ray, and the x-ray came back negative for fracture. So that's good. There's no broken bone. However, there's other structures in his ankle that could be compromised and could affect his ability to play, and I don't know, prevent him from helping in the playoffs. However, reports from his staff, the individuals, the medical staff of the New York Knicks, states that he will only be out for 2 weeks, right? So if they're stating that he's out for 2 weeks, that's more on the line of a mild to a moderate strain of a structure that's going to put him out for that long. So that's good. All right. But we have to wait to see because everybody's body reacts different to different injuries. All right. So let's go in a little bit more and see what specifically is going on with his ankle. All right. So let's first go in here. I'm going to show you certain structures that could be affected. All right. The first one is the anterior talofibular ligament. And that's the ligament that is most affected when you roll your ankle. Majority of the time, you have an ATFL, which is an anterior talofibular ligament injury. The second structure is a calcaneofibular ligament. It's called a CFL. That is second. And I believe that's the ligament that is affected because of how his ankle was everted and its roll. It's called inversion and internally rotated. And that structure, if you rotate your ankle the way his ankle was rotated, you can see that structure is going to have a lot of tension that can possibly strain it or rupture it. The last structure that's affected is the posterior talofibular ligament. It's called a PTFL. And that is also a structure that can be affected with a roll of your ankle. All right. So we don't know. They didn't specifically tell us. The MRI didn't come back. The reports didn't tell us what it is, but I believe it's one of those three structures. And more rare, it could be the anterior tibular fibular ligament. But that is, I don't suspect it. That's more of a high ankle sprain. And how he was, the orientation of his foot, the structure that I feel like would be affected are the ones around this region. All right. Or if it's so bad, you can affect these structures as well, right? All these dorsal cuneo-navicular ligament, but I less suspect these to be affected. More these three structures, the ATFL, the CFL, and the PTFL. So that's all we know right now, that he rolled his ankle. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. Hopefully it is 2 weeks because the playoff is around the corner and we would hate to see the Knicks' number one player out. And that would affect their ability to advance through the rounds in the playoffs. So thank you for tuning in once again. We're going to listen up for the reports. Hopefully we hear good news. He's back sooner than later because you hate to hear one of the best players off the Knicks or any team being affected because it affects their ability. So we wish Jalen Brunson and the staff and everyone at New York a quick recovery and they rehabilitate his ankle and get him ready for the playoffs. That's it for me today. I'm Dr. Nelson, physical therapist. If you have any questions, comments, comment below. I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace. I'm out.